All right. Hello there. Tumbles back with another recording. This time I'm going to be commentating over my own game as I play it. I'm running something I brewed up. I guess I'm calling it Meme Merchant. It's built heavily to beat Burn decks. Burn is really strong in the format right now. Um, there's some nerfs coming, but they're not here yet, meaning beating Burn is a very important thing to do right now. I win the roll, and I think I'm going to go first. Both players start with an emblem in this format, either a player 1 emblem that gets you some card advantages in selection, and a player 2 emblem that makes you some mana. See my opening hand here. Yep, this is easily keepable. I have a captain, but I'm not going to choose to put it in. I like every card in my hand, I think. So Agentbla's on burn, on a very prowessy kind of burn, and I'll talk about what I'm afraid of as it comes, but Supercharge is certainly up on the list. Both of our deck lists will be in the description if you want to look over any cards or lists in general. So Agentbla is doing a bit of a cheeky thing where, so he's a mono red deck. Actually, I think he's got some lands that Lavinia is castable in their list. But he's swapping Lavinia into their hand with Captain ability just for the Scry 4. And if you want to know more about that effect, you can check out the Tumbled website, the rules section. Okay, I'm going to begin with just the value land. Gain 2, look top 2, exile the swamp. Definitely want to keep this Blood Pet around for this matchup. So Blood Pet is kind of a meme card, but I think it's going to do okay. I can return it with stuff. Oh, I'm going to decline to pay 4, so they get Unstable Geyser on tap, and they're going to cast Soulscar Mage. Stuff like Call of Forgotten Faces can bring this Blood Pet back from the dead, which is a good way to get extra value of it. I'm going to cast Naga Scale Sower and then pass, which should be a good value card. Should be able to trade with something and give me land, or at least I'm going to decline to pay for Unstable Geyser again. Should at least save me some life, even if they pump up their Soulscar Mage a bunch and it stopped them from attacking Soulscar Mage altogether. I just cast a Storm Chaser and attack. I draw Mire Triton. It seems like a pretty good turn to Death Blow their Storm Chaser Mage. Yeah, I think that's the play. I think I'm going to Death Blow, Storm Chaser Mage, and then fire off Mire Triton to mill 2 cards and gain 2 life. So you can see I've got, between Blood Pet and Mire Triton, my deck is packed with life gain for exactly this matchup. Ooh, and Agentbla's going to cast another Storm Chaser. I'm going to take 1, and they're once again going to decline to attack with Soulscar, which is good news for me. Draw Lurking Terrors, which is a funny discard effect. I think here I want to swing for 2. Got to kill them eventually. And I'm going to fire off Lurking Terrors. Try and put them down on resources a bit. They discard Magma Spikes and Lavinia. And then I'm going to, let's play Festering Mummy. That way, even if they remove Scale Soar, they still have to think twice about attacking, because I'll block with Festering Mummy. Ooh, Agentbla's attacking with both. I'm going to double block the Soulscar Mage, come what may. Ooh, Solstice Charm, exiling the top 2 cards of their library and pumping up the Soulscar Mage, which still means if they have nothing else to play, which I don't believe they do, that my creatures trade with Soulscar Mage, and then I'll be able to put a -1/-1 counter on Storm Chaser Mage. Which is not too bad a deal. I'll be able to fetch out a land as well. And I take 2 and search out, I think I'll grab, do I have any double green? I don't, but I think I'll grab a, oh, I don't have any basic force. Let's just grab a swamp. They play their Steambathed Spring from exile. I'm going to decline to rummage. Ooh, and they cast Soulscar Mage. All right, more where that came from. Let's see what's in my graveyard here. I still got this Mire Triton hanging around. Caller Forgotten Faces is going to be able to flash back maybe just Mire Triton. Mire Triton's pretty good. I could also crack player 1. I don't know. I like my hand. I think, actually no, cast Blood Pet, because part of the advantage of Blood Pet in this situation is that I can sack it to Caller Forgotten Faces and then recast it, so it kind of pays for itself and gains me 3 life for my trouble. Agentbla's tapping 2 mana. Somewhat concerning. Ooh, to foretell a card. And I know what that is. That's going to be Burst Thunder. They're going to be able to cast that for 4 mana. And what that's going to do is double all damage their sorcery spells deal, which includes flash sorceries and TumbledMTG, for the rest of the turn, and it itself deals 4 damage. So this is a big threat here. They're going to fire off Magma Spikes and swing for 1 in the air. I'm going to sacrifice Blood Pet, cast Caller of Forgotten Faces, and then I've got 2 mana, and I'll use that to cast Mire Triton. Gain me 2 life, mill 2 cards, and I'll untap. Pretty great shape. It's always good to be at 21 life going into turn 5 against Burn. I think I'll swing for... This Burst Thunder can represent an incredible amount of damage, so I actually do need to present a clock. I can make a couple blockers with Caller of Forgotten Faces, so I think I'm going to swing out. Try and kill them in 3 hits, then I'll pass. So Caller of Forgotten Faces will be able to bring back potentially maybe 2 Festering Mummies. Just block whatever they throw at me. Oh, I'm glad they drew a mountain. So depending what they have in hand, Supercharge into Burst Thunder would be a bit scary, but nothing I can't handle, I think. Ooh, From the Furnace. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so they're casting both of these, which is a nice 6 damage and 3 prowess triggers. Altogether, I will cast Caller of Forgotten Faces, and yes, I'll bring back 2 Festering Mummies, both of which will block Soulscar Mage. I'm going to take 3 from the Storm Chaser Mage in the air, and then when the Festering Mummies die, they're going to put both their -1/-1 counters on the Storm Chaser Mage to get it off the table. Soulscar Mage is much easier to block, I figure. Overgrown Crypt, kind of funny. I could play it and lose 3 life, or I could save it in hand to gain life. Oh, these Festering Mummies are supposed to be exiled because of Caller of Forgotten Faces. Oh wow, yeah, he's right. No death trigger. Interesting. In that case, maybe I should be casting Caller now. I think I'll do that. Could also crack the emblem. Let's crack the emblem. Draw 2 cards, then exile a card from my hand. I think this is more Caller Forgotten Faces that I have need for. I could Lurking Terrors, and the way it's currently worded, they would just have to let me mill 4 and return a creature, which, yeah, that's the easy play. It's going to, after this tournament, the next patch is going to make it so that Lurking Terrors does nothing against an opponent with an empty hand, but right now it does quite a lot against an opponent with an empty hand. And so I'm going to mill, no giant creatures, and I return a Mire Triton. And that's enough for Agentbla. So, like I said, I came well prepared for the Burn matchup. We have 4 Weather the Storm, which is actually going to be banned next patch. If it seems like I'm nerfing all the tools to fight Burn, I'm also nerfing Burn a little bit. So the format's going to be a little bit different next update. I think Putrefy is worth bringing in because they might have Ice-Crown Scepter, which it can be a really good kill. In fact, I'm going to bring in Wilt as well. These say lose life on them. What's bad? This is pretty mediocre. Scale Sower is just okay. The real powerhouse in this deck is, where is it? Grey Merchant. That's what I'm working towards every game. Caller can't block. I think siding out Caller is fine. Wait, but now I don't really have any Blood Pet combos at that point. Maybe I do want Caller. Maybe just like 2 Callers and can go down. No, I've got Glow Razor. We're gonna run it like that. Agentbla can choose to go first or second, which emblem they want. We're gonna be going second. With this hand, we've got a Bounce Land and a Swamp. I kind of like this. Yep, we've got to Weather the Storm. I'm not going to put Liliana in my hand with the Captain ability, but Agentbla is exiling Steam-Bathed Spring from their hand to Scry 4 with Lavinia. Weather the Storm could be pretty tough for them to beat this game if I play it right. Start with Swamp and Festering Mummy. Decline to pay for Unstable Geyser, and take 1 from Storm Chaser. Okay. Well, I've only got 1 mana to work with because of the bounce land, so let's play Blood Pet, swing for 1, and then turn the swamp to my hand with Gary Rot Farm. So next turn, with a Blood Pet and my player 2 emblem, I can cast Grey Merchant, which would drain them for 4, not too shabby. Or I could hold off a little bit, waiting for Devotion to be bigger. I think, like, Nature Spiral says gain 3 life, Weather the Storm says gain 12 life, Grey Merchant says gain 4 more life. This is certainly my game to lose at this point, I would say. And Agentbla is cracking their emblem, just exiling Lavinia and swinging for 1, which is fine by me. How do I open this up? Oh, Blood Pet will no longer be in play if I sacrifice it to cast Grey Merchant, so I would only gain 3, drain 3. I don't have any other incredibly good plays, though. So I think I'm going to swing for 2, and then cast Grey Merchant, draining 3. And my clock is building a little bit. Oh, they play a couple Soul Scars. Okay. Merchant's going to be pretty good at blocking. And the best thing is, if they ever kill Grey Merchant, I have 1,000,001 ways to bring it back. I don't have 1,000,001 mana, though. I think it's good to try and hold up Weather the Storm as much as possible now. With all these prowess creatures in play, they're going to be incentivized to go off, especially with all these cards in hand. Oh, no blocks from me, if they're only swinging with Storm Chaser. They've got some mean phase 1 business instead. Yeah, Grey Merchant and Festering Mummy both block pretty well. Ooh, okay, swinging with all of them. So let's block like that. See what happens. Burst Thunder. Okay, that's going to be a dead Grey Merchant. And if that's all, I'm taking 2, and I'll put a counter on the Soulscar Mage that Grey Merchant hits so that it dies. Although they might be able to prowess it up to survive that. Where do I put the -1, -1? You know what? I think they're going to be able to prowess to save it. I'm going to put it on the Storm Chaser. They only cast 1 spell that turn, so I'm just going to untap. I'm hoping for bigger... Actually, I think I got to fire this off. So this is just gain 6, unless they have some way to stop the life gain. Because I just can't leave my mana open every turn. I got to start casting things. Just going to lose 3 life off Overgrown Crypt. Nature Spiral bringing back Grey Merchant is a plan. Or just Ghoul Razor. Let's open with Ghoul Razor. So green floating, Ghoul Razor on the stack. Odd Merchant, even Mummy. I get the Mummy back, not the Merchant, which I'm sure Agentbla is pleased about. I'll cast Nature Spiral, bringing back Grey Merchant, and cast that Mummy I got back. Yeah, 27 life, once again, exactly where you want to be against Burn. Oh, this is their end step. End of turn, Solstice Charm. Ooh, there's Supercharge. So Supercharge could enable them to do some very scary things this turn. Still not going to take 4 off on Stable Geyser, though. Not sure if that's a mistake. Probably not. 2 Supercharges. Okay. So all spells are dealing an additional 4. And if I copy this, I'll control the copy, so Supercharge won't take effect. Ooh, there's another 7. Jeez, at least I can block these dorks. They are going to have Supercharge next turn as well. Untap. Okay, I got 4 mana to work with. Mire Triton gains a bit of life. Got to protect from the coming storm. Oh, this is a very good time for... Actually, I should open with Mire Triton, so that if I mill something good to reanimate. Oh. I kind of wish Grey Merchant was in my graveyard right now, because Lurking Terrors, they might just let me mill. Ooh, okay, they're letting me mill. Oh, Mire Triton's not a bad hit. Mill another 2. Oh, there's the Grey Merchant. Next card down. All right, so I got myself up to 14, and I've got 2 blockers with Soulscar Mages. Both Supercharges come off Rebound. Another Unstable Geyser, which I'll continue to not pay 4 life for. Uh-oh. From the Furnace, blasting me for 14 damage. Wowza. Quite the shot. You can see why I came so prepared for burn. Packs quite a punch right now. Supercharge is going to be 2 mana, and it's not going to have flash. I'll go first this time. Now let's see if we can take down game 3. This is okay hand. I could put Liliana in my hand by exiling something if I want. I think I gotta keep this. Maybe I'll pitch Wilt. Yeah, Wilt's slow, and we want to see Liliana, so. What did they take? They took Lavinia, so they're just scrying. Are they done? Stops looking at their library. Okay, they're all done. Gain 2, look 2, exile Festering Mummy, because we're a little bit land hungry right now. Key will be I want to resolve these nature's spiral as fast as possible, just to get them out of my hand. I'm not going to be too concerned about what I get back. Ooh, okay. Well, I did exile the Wilt, but I still have a Putrefy to take down that Isochron Scepter, which is going to be big game. Let's just go another Fungus Gorge. Make sure I can Putrefy next turn. Exile another Pestering Mummy. Blood Pet is going to be really good at making sure I can resolve Nature Spiral to gain 6 at least. They are exiling the top 2 cards of their library with Solstice Charm off of Isochron Scepter. And unfortunately for them, their Isochron Scepter times are over. And that's going to hurt, because they can't even cast these 2 Searing Bloods they got. That seems like a major hit, because that was a 2-for-1 and a huge tempo gain as well for me. Oh, Weather the Storm is kicking around as well. Blood, I could play just a Ghoul Raiser as a 2-2. Blood Pet, sack Blood Pet, get it back with Nature Spiral, recast Blood Pet. Okay, I'm starting with Blood Pet, sack Blood Pet. I think I want to do that. I'm going to Nature Spiral to get back Blood Pet and gain 3. I'm at a nice cool 30 against Burn. That seems pretty nice. And I'm going to crack the emblem. Draw 2, exile, maybe Ghoul Raiser, but that might be wrong. I think Ghoul Raiser. So now I can play Golgari Rot Farm. Ooh, what do I get back? If I return Swamp, I can cast Liliana next turn, or I can get Fungus Gorge just because it's big value. I think Fungus Gorge. I'm not in that much of a hurry to cast Liliana. Now, 30 life may seem unbeatable, but especially considering I blew up that Isochron Scepter. But this deck can do big things. Solstice Charm into a land plus Soulscar Mage. Oh, and they're playing Lavinia. Lavinia is actually hitting play. Lavinia's also changed next patch. This cute little burn cheese it's going to be a bit different. Yeah, I could Lavinia, or I could tap land Lurking Terrors. I think I am going to cast Lavinia. Wait, do I have something to return? No, I don't. Okay, well, that was a mistake. Guess I can cast Blood Pets if there's at least something to return. Bit laggy. Or is that my mouse? I think that was my mouse fault. Yeah, my mouse is glitching out a bit, but okay, I think it's good now. So I get back my Blood Pet, they sack, sack Soul Scar Mage and keep Lavinia, and I pass. At 31 with a blocker, I'm liking my position. Trade off with Lavinia, Captain versus Captain. And I'm just happy to have Liliana in my graveyard, because it's something very scary for Lurking Terrors to return. I'm going to lead off on Fungus Gorge, continue trying to just bury them in life gain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lurking Terrors. This might feel a bit backbreaking because they just don't have the resources. Yeah, okay, they're going to discard 2. I'm going to cast Blood Pet and Nature Spiral back Liliana. Oh, what just happened? There we go. Just some mouse funniness. And I'm going to pass with 36 life, 39 if you count Blood Pet. All right. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Check out TumbledMTG.com. We've got a weekly, every week starting on Fridays. Just single elimination, nice and quick, and $10 to the winner. So join us next time. It's a good time. And thanks for watching.